Hey folks, what's going on? Sorry when this angle sucks. The lighting is a bit of a bitch lately. Um, Earlier today, I went to see Kevin Smith's new movie Tusk. Funny enough, I saw it at like 3:45, and I'm not kidding. I was the only one in the theater, so that was kind of cool. That's never happened before ever. Um, so that's kind of interesting. Before I get into the movie, just on some of the trailers they had, um, there was one. I'm telling you, just from the trailer, it looked like a real piece of shit movie. One of those, how do I say it? Race baiting movies that really are just a hunk of shit. And it was called Dear White People. Some comedy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just a real piece of shit. Um, the one after that one was a World War II themed drama action thing. Um, I think it was called Fury. It has like Brad Pitt's in it. And it's about a tank division during World War II, and it just looked incredible. That's definitely one that I might check out when it's released. Um, they also had one called Annabelle. Um, kind of a, I don't know if you really want to call it a prequel, um, but it's from the people that did The Conjuring, which I fucking loved. I loved The Conjuring. I thought it was the right amount of uh, drama, the right amount of horror, thriller, jump scenes. Um, but with Annabelle, I saw the trailer. The trailer, I never saw it before. I saw the movie poster, and that was enough to make me go, "Fuck that shit." Um, in The Conjuring, there's this doll. It's like I don't know. That to me, it's a tall doll. Um, and something happens, whatever. There's demon spirits and devils and you know all that stuff. You know, and this one, it's kind of just about that doll, Annabelle, and maybe I'm a giant puss. I don't know. Um, but I'll tell you what, that movie trailer. Good thing I was the only one in that theater because I would have screamed like a fucking girl. I'm telling you, it was the creepiest movie trailer I've ever seen. Um, just I don't know who comes up with these ideas, but man, that's mm, fuck that. Ain't gonna happen. Um, but it's kind of a cool thing. They also had one. I almost forgot. They had one, which makes sense considering what the movie I was fucking watching. Um, but there was one more trailer for a movie called Ouija, and these people are in a house. They find a Ouija board, and chaos ensues. Typical kind of a horror, supernatural, paranormal type movie. Um, which I love. I love those kind, and those are really the only ones that get to me. Um, I can handle people getting cut up and you know gore and all that stuff. Saw and Hostel and Texas Chainsaw and all those. But when you get into like the paranormal stuff, that's one of those where that kind of stuff really exists. You're not gonna have some guy wearing a human face mask, you know, slaughtering people. and I'm trying not to sneeze. I failed. uh, real manly. Um, but yeah, I mean that trailer looked it was pretty intense as well, which makes sense for a movie like that. Um, Going on to Tusk. Tusk is um, Kevin Smith's new movie starring Justin Long. Michael Parks is in it, and there's a cameo um, by a pretty big name actor. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Go watch it. It took me a minute. I saw the guy had the mannerisms and whatever, and he played a character, and I go, wait a minute, is that? Hey, yeah, that is him. Sweet, didn't know. Um, Justin Long is in it. Michael Parks is in it. Haley Joel Osment is in it. Who looks like his face didn't grow with his head. Kind of has that pug face. It's like somebody took his face when he was growing up and just kind of like, yeah, you know, and whatever. That's neither here nor there. Um, Justin Long and Haley Joel Osment play the host of this podcast called the Not See Party, Notsee, the Not See Party, and there was a video they watched of, I think they called it Kill Bill Boy or something like that, and it's obviously not a real video. What happens is he does these little, sword tricks and cuts his own leg off by accident. So they have the idea of, hey, that's Justin Long has the idea of, I'm gonna go talk to this dude, and it's gonna be this show. We talk to these guys. So that's his plan. He goes to talk to this guy in Canada. I think he's in Winnipeg, and gets to where the house is. Sees a wreath in front of the house, and it's just coffee. And gets up to the house. Gets to the house. Hears somebody crying. Turns out that the guy, I don't know what his name is. We'll just call him Kill Bill Ken or something. Kill Bill Boy. He killed himself. So he's in a bar, and he's kind of going, okay, who am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do now? Find somebody. So nectar of the gods. So what he does, he goes to the bathroom, and there's a bulletin board on the little wall, and he's just looking, kind of just seeing whatever he could see, and he sees one. It's like a letter, and it's this guy who says, you can stay at my house free. There's just some chores need to be done around the house, looking for a companion. And he has stories. He's lived a good life, a long life. He has stories he wants to share. So this guy Justin Long has an idea. He goes, Bink, I'm gonna go talk to this dude. Calls him up. He lives in Bifrost in Winnipeg. It's about 2 hours away from where he was at. Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn's in it. A friend of hers is in this movie. They play clerks at a convenience store. Gee, who would have thought? The funny thing, and there's a lot of, if you're a fan of Smodcast or if you're a fan of the Smod Network, there's a lot of inside jokes, and little, hey, remember this thing? Justin Long's ringtone is the More Margarita song from Hollywood Babylon. The that one. Ooh ah, yeah, that one. There's also one restaurant that's an homage to one of the older Smodcast episodes called the Gimli Glider. This one's called the Gimli Slider, so it's kind of clever. Um, but that's one. But anyway, just there's some little things, little turns. Say, hey, you remember this? Remember this episode of Smodcast? Hey, I remember this one. Hey, remember that one? But anyway, moving on. He's goes to this guy's house, and the guy fixes him some tea, and he's talking. You know how he knew Ernest Hemingway, and all this. You know how he he had yeah, I think he had like a bottle of some sort of a bourbon or some sort of booze, some sort of alcohol bottle of something. Drank it with Ernest Hemingway. He still had the bottle, so it's kind of a thing. And he talked about, and all this time Justin Long was drinking this tea, and you don't know it, but Michael Park's character, whose name is Howard Howe, who's an incredible fucking actor. I mean, the guy is fucking incredible. He was in Red State, which if you've seen Red State, you know how well this guy can act. Um, but he drugs this tea. Justin Long's drinking it, so he kind of and passes out. When he passes out, he wakes up in a wheelchair in a room. Michael Parks is in a wheelchair as well, and kind of comes up to him and says, well, something about back from the dead or whatever like that, and tells him he got bit by a brown recluse spider. The doctor came in, got bit in the leg. The poison was traveling so fast we had to take his leg off. So he has this little cover, an Afghan type thing, quilt in his lap. Takes it up, and you see the nub of his leg, and he's still kind of drugged up. But he's right then he starts freaking out. I'm gonna leave. Um, so what happens is they have dinner, and Michael Parks starts telling uh, Jared Long. This is Jared Long. Justin Long. Sorry. Tells Justin Long's character about this thing that happened to him. He was saved by a walrus. The walrus became his companion, his best friend, because that's all he had. And he started getting this infatuation, not this obsession, but this infatuation with walruses. And all this time, Justin Long's character is in his wheelchair. His one leg's gone. So Howard Howe, Michael Park's character, basically slowly turns Jared Long's character into a walrus. And I remembered hearing about this, and it's a true story. This guy wanted a companion, lived a long life, had some great stories to tell. The only thing he wanted was whoever was going to live with him would have to wear this walrus suit for 2 hours every day and communicate in nothing but walrus noises for that period of time. And it was called The Walrus and the Carpenter. I think it's Smodcast 203, 204. Just YouTube Smod. Let's go to smodcast.com and go to the Smodcast page, and it's there. Or just Google Walrus and a Carpenter Smodcast. It'll show up. But that's a true story. Kevin Smith just took this true story and kind of made it this big, huge, kind of a comedy horror type thing. But I'll tell you, not really the shock, because I kind of knew what was going to happen, because I listened to the episode. But what happens is Michael Parks takes Jared Long, his arms, kind of surgically attaches them to his side. So he's kind of like a T-Rex surrendering, you know. Has that. His legs are gone. You don't see any of this stuff happening. You just see the after effect. And we'll get to that in a second, because that was a total mind fuck. Um, but you see Jared Long, like that. Um, and then Michael Parks has this room set up, a pool, a place for the walrus to sit, a little ball floating around and everything. And you can see like the flipper on the end. You can see the body, but when you see Jared Long's face and you see the final product of this walrus, literally turning him into a walrus, um, that was one of those moments in the movie, probably the moment in the movie, where I wasn't grossed out, I wasn't disgusted, I was more shocked at what it looked like. I knew it was going to be a walrus outfit. I knew Kevin Smith talked about it and said, it was harrowing seeing this outfit. And when I saw Jerry Long's character as the walrus, I went from oh my god to holy shit to what the fuck in about 5 seconds, you know. But it's just whole. He's teaching him to swim. He's doing all this. He names him Mr. Tusk because that was the name of the walrus that he befriended and said, blah, blah, blah. All this time, um, his character, his character's girlfriend, and his best friend, played by Haley Joel Osment, um, he calls her, lets her know, hey, I've been abducted. This guy's going to turn me into a walrus, blah, 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 and want to die in Canada. She tells Haley Joel Osment's character, they call the cops. And so all this time, they're trying to get to Winnipeg to find him. And no spoilers, um, this definitely was not a happily ever after ending to a movie. Um, when the final scene comes up and after it's all said and done, the credits roll, I kept sitting there going, holy fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh my god. What the fuck? And not saying the movie fucked me up, but let me tell you, it kind of hits you and you're going, okay, what the fuck did I just spend an hour and 45 minutes watching? Holy fucking shit. You know, no spoilers at all. Just if you have a movie theater, you're able to go watch it. Definitely watch it. It's a great movie. It's just one of those, it mind fucks you twice. It did to me. And it's just a really cool movie. When it's out on DVD, I will definitely buy it. Hopefully, when it comes out, it'll have the commentary and special features and all that good, fine jazz. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a bit of a mind fuck of a movie. But it's kind of cool that it went from an episode of a podcast of a true story. They take that story and they stretch it out and write a movie based off of it. And it was a really cool movie. I really enjoyed it. Um, just yeah, it was one of those. I got home and just kind of in that fog, like, what the fuck did I just watch? I kind of knew going in what it was going to be about. I've seen trailers, I've seen little clips and things, I've heard interviews and stuff. But it's just that reaction when you see the walrus suit and you can see just a transformation. Unbelievable. I didn't stay through the whole credits because it's just one of those. I had to get the fuck out. You know, just the last song that they decided when the credits rolled in the last scene was just one of those. Okay, I'm out. You know, um, the one part that it wasn't creepy, it wasn't harrowing, um, it wasn't even really fucked up. It was just one of those. Okay, that's a little screwed up. Was when he's in the walrus suit, Michael Parks' character is in the little pool with him, and they're, I don't know, dancing or whatever, swimming. I don't know if it was the song that I was thinking of. I could be totally wrong, but I could have sworn that Michael Parks' character put on a record, and it was that song "I Only Have Eyes for You," that shwap de wop song. I could be wrong, but if it wasn't in there, that would have been an incredible thing to put in. Um, but it's just a really great movie. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. Um, just definitely watch it if you get a chance. It's just one of those really cool. It's just a really good movie. Um, I think he has one coming out called Yoga Hosers that I'll definitely watch. This is just, it's his first horror movie that he's done, and you know, there's going to be people that are going to shit on it. There's going to be people that are going to be like, this is the best fucking thing ever. And there's people that kind of in the middle. You know, they liked it. They had some issues with it, some problems with it. I don't have anything major problems with it. Um, it just everything kind of wrapped itself up real nice, you know. Like I said, it's definitely not your happily ever after ending, and it definitely kind of when the credits roll, you kind of go, okay, I don't like how this movie made me feel. That ending is just, mm. um, but it's definitely just a really cool movie. I really enjoyed it, and there's not much else to say. So definitely, if you're able to, if you have a theater that's showing it, put aside an hour 45 minutes. Go watch Tusk. If you like Kevin Smith's movies, you'll like this one. But just know that it's not exactly, it's not at all like Clerks or Chasing Amy or Dogma or even Red State. Each of his movies is a different thing. But this one, Tusk, really cool movie. Probably one of the best ones I've seen. And not much else to say, really. Just a really cool movie. Um, just so you know, tomorrow um, I'll be doing, hopefully, I'll be doing an unboxing video. I already did one for, I think I even have it sitting here still. I think I do. Do I? This one I did. I did an unboxing video for this right here, Exorcist. As I think I did. If not, I'll do another one. I'll re-record it. Got this in the mail uh, Monday, I think. Um, tomorrow I have another one coming in. That one will definitely be kind of a longer video than this one because, like, right here, 2403, 2404, 2405, 2406. The times right there. I'll definitely be doing an unboxing there, just talking about the movies in this set. I think I still have this one. Anyway, if I don't see it, keep an eye out for the unboxing for that. And thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Take care.